Hi, my name is Susanna. Today is Wednesday, October 3rd, and we're going to go ahead and do the biochemical testing for microbial identification. This exercise 1 has to do with the carbohydrate fermentation testing. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start with our exercise 1, which is the carbohydrate fermentation testing. We do have all our tubes labeled. One S Cervante, which is going to be the glucose. Then one epidermis, also glucose. Then both twos and all threes. And we have both our epidermis and our S Cervante here, ready to go our active culture. So the first part is asking us to go ahead and place 6 of the Durham tubes into this alcohol, which we have placed. We've also have a pipette here ready to go for this, the droplets. Now we're going to go ahead and start with our S. Cervantes number 1. It's asking, so we have number 1. We're going to go ahead and carefully transfer half of the glucose powder. As you can see, this is the glucose powder. So the first thing it's asking me is that we will have to sterilize the outer rim. So we're just going to make sure we go all around it just like we've done in the past. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and open our glucose. Again, it is asking only for half, so okay. So I think we got about half in there. Let me add just a little more. It looks like we still have a little more in there, so let's okay. So now that we have half, we're going to go ahead and sterilize it again. We're going to go ahead and close it. Once we have it closed, it says place the lid over the flame, which we have done a second time. Shake the vial until the powder has dissolved. So I'm just going to shake it here. I don't really see much of the powder. I do see a lot of bubbling though. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and move forward and do the next one and put the rest. So this is number 1 of the S epidermis. Dermitis, so we're going to go ahead and repeat the same step. We'll go ahead and sterilize this here. And then now the remaining part of this glucose powder can just go all in here. So we're going to go ahead and make sure all of it goes in there. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and sterilize this. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and close it up and then shake well. It seems to dissolve pretty quickly from what I can see. So now I'll go ahead and complete the other steps with the fructose for both number 2s, and then we'll do the mannitol for both number 3s. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back for the next step. Alright, now we're moving forward to our next step. We were asked to go ahead and soak our Durham tubes into alcohol, now allowed to dry. Now that they have dried, we're going to go ahead and deposit 1 Durham tube in each of our vials. And it is requesting that we do it the opening downward. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to let it drop in there. It says make sure there's no air bubbles, so and we can't proceed with the next one until all the air bubbles have been taken out. So I'm just going to quickly look at this one, make sure that we don't have any air bubbles in there. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and move forward and do the same for all the rest of the vials. Okay, so now we finished off by placing 4 drops of our active epidermis culture into each of our tubes 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry, yes, 1, 2, and 3. So now we're gonna go ahead and put these back into our incubation period, and these are gonna stay in the incubation period for the next 12 hours. If at that time we feel it might be necessary to leave them an additional time, it is requesting that we can leave them for an additional 6 hours. So we'll go ahead and put them in the incubation location, and now we're going to go ahead and also put our live cultures back into our incubation location. Okay, so after 12 hours, we have left our specimens in the incubation location, and we're ready to read results. We're going to go ahead and look at them individually and upload them to our laboratory report. Thank you.